We're only a couple of weeks into 2017, and I'm already eagerly awaiting the next big game release. It's looking like a really good year for video games, with upcoming sequels to massive franchises and new IPs alike. So today, we're going to be taking a look at 10 of my most anticipated upcoming games of 2017. Just so you know, this is all based on my personal opinion, so if you think that I've missed anything from this video, then leave a comment below and let everyone know what your most anticipated games are. Also, since this will largely be based on hearsay basically, this list is in no particular order. Ghost Recon Wildlands is an upcoming open-world tactical shooter currently in development by Ubisoft Paris. With a release date of March 7th, we won't be waiting too long for this new addition to the Ghost Recon series. The game allows players to explore an expansive open-world environment by land, sea and air. The game's map is divided into 21 regions, each of which has its own features like towns, waterways and people. Additionally, there are 11 unique biomes, containing their own climates and animals. This all comes together to create a diverse world in which you'll be completing missions and operations in any way that you see fit. It's sort of the Just Cause 3 of tactical shooters. For Honor is an upcoming online hack and slash in development by Ubisoft Montreal. With a slightly closer release date of February the 14th, it will be no time before we're chopping off bits of Vikings as a samurai warrior. The game pits classic warriors against each other, both in single player and online multiplayer situations. Knights, Vikings, samurai all make an appearance with different classes and weapons available for each unit. The game looks absolutely brutal, and I'm very curious to get my hands on it in February. Mass Effect Andromeda is an upcoming action role-playing third-person shooter developed by BioWare. It recently received a release date of March 21st after many delays. The game seeks to separate itself from the original Mass Effect series, featuring new characters, races, and an entirely new galaxy to explore. This is the perfect game for anyone new to the Mass Effect series to jump on board with, which is exactly what I'll be doing. Prey is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Arcane Studios. Arcane Studios are the same guys behind Dishonored, so I've got really high expectations for Prey. The game puts you in the shoes of a human survivor on a space station overrun by hostile aliens. The station is vast and seamless, which can have you at times returning to previously explored locations to progress the narrative. One of the most interesting aspects of the game is the alien powers you'll be able to acquire as you play, some of which allow you to mimic objects, like a coffee mug, to complete puzzles. It doesn't have a set release date yet, but definitely keep an eye out for this one. State of Decay 2 is an upcoming survival game developed by Undead Labs. The original game was one of the first AAA survival games on the Xbox 360 and I really enjoyed it. Out of any game I've ever played, this is the closest to the Walking Dead TV show I've ever felt. You need to scavenge to find weapons, food, building materials, and anything else that you need to survive, all while fighting off zombies and hostile survivors. I'm really looking forward to State of Decay 2, but unfortunately it doesn't have a release date quite yet. Crackdown 3 is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game and continues the series 7 years after the release of Crackdown 2. One of the massive features of the game is the use of cloud computing, allowing the game to outperform the console it's running on, therefore creating bigger, better special effects. In theory, this would allow entire buildings to procedurally collapse without any impact on performance. It's all well and good to speculate, but until we actually see the game in action, it's nothing more than wishful thinking. The game is currently set for a 2017 release date, but there has been recent news of some trouble in the development. So perhaps they'll take advantage of the Xbox One Scorpio's release date to truly showcase the game. Sea of Thieves is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Rare. The game is set in an open-world multiplayer environment, allowing players to create their own stories and live the life of a pirate. You can choose to do whatever you please, search for treasure, engage in epic pirate battles, or just live the simple life of a merchant. Sea of Thieves allows you to play in your way. With user-generated content using the in-game creation tools, the game should be able to keep players well engaged after its Q1 2017 release date. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is an upcoming sci-fi shooter developed by DICE. Likely following the same formula as the previous installment, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is said to be making an effort to correct many of the issues that fans of the Battlefront series had with the 2015 game. The new game is also likely to include content from the new trilogy films, although this is yet to be officially confirmed. Many fans are hoping that the game will include content from the prequel trilogy, but with very little information being currently available, we'll have to wait until the as of yet unconfirmed 2017 release date to really find out any more. Not much is known about the next Assassin's Creed game. In 2016, the Assassin's Creed franchise ended its yearly release schedule to take a break and work on a more ambitious Assassin's Creed title. Little more than rumours at this time, speculation points towards a sprawling open world, 3 times the size of Black Flag, set in Egypt. Being set before any other Assassin's Creed game would also give massive freedom in terms of storytelling, as the game would feature no restrictions based on previous games. I'm definitely looking forward to this game. It can't be too long before information about it starts showing up. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an upcoming open-world western action-adventure game developed by Rockstar Studios. This is by far my most anticipated game of the year so far. The sequel once again takes place in the Old West, featuring cowboys, shootouts and shantytowns filled with chaotic bars and bustling general stores. At this point, Rockstar has such a good track record at creating phenomenal open world games. I am completely on board with the hype train for Red Dead 2, so you guys can expect a lot of content on the game coming to the channel throughout the year. So there you have it guys, that was a look at my top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. A few of them aren't very far away, so it won't be long before we're covering them on the channel. Anyway, remember that if there is anything I missed, then leave them in the comment section below, and let's all have a moment of silence for Scalebound. You would have made this list, my friend. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and be sure to follow me on Twitter. I've been TheRoyalGorilla. Over and out.
His name is Luke, and he's more than your average gamer. No ordinary let's player. Know about Easter eggs much better. Da 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 da. His name is Luke, aka TheRoyalGorilla. Even bigger than the giant Godzilla. Follow him in every game he goes. Da da da.